Tuition, room and board, books, and supplies are on the rise. How are we supposed to pay for all this? The reality is, these costs keep rising and have been increasing 24% over inflation. Let us move on and take a closer look at these issues. Here is the truth of the matter. It is not only tuition, but you also have to consider the cost of room and board, your meals, and miscellaneous fees. Do not forget the cost of your books. This cost, depending on the college you are attending, a public state college could cost about $22,000 or more a year, while in a private college, the tuition and cost could be as high as $50,000 a year. Think about that for a minute. The difference between the cost of a private institution compared to a public college could be almost 6 figures. And all kidding aside, that's an awful lot of money. Now, let us look at some ways on how we can reduce college cost. We should not overlook financial aid. You might think that you might not qualify for financial aid due to your income. This is a mistake. Not only should you check with the federal financial aid, but you need to check your eligibility with grants and scholarships from other programs. Do not forget to visit your financial aid center at your college. Here is another thing to consider. We could research some alternative housing and transportation options. Maybe living off campus and having to share arrangements with other roommates could help reduce the cost of room and board. Using public transportation when available. This could save on parking fees. Work-study programs are another option. Be sure to check with the Department of Education for the free application. One of my favorite options is to start with a 2-year community college. Many of these community colleges work closely with 4-year universities. This means many of the core classes and electives are eligible to transfer to those colleges. Another one of my favorites, of course, let us not forget that when you start in high school, you might be able to take advantage of opportunities to earn college credit. Certainly, if you are planning to go to college, it is important to begin saving for college as early as possible. Maybe with a 529 plan. Another one of my favorites, and many people tend to do this, is to work a part-time job while taking online classes. You may want to ask yourself, why would I want to go to college? Well, the truth of the matter is that people that graduate with a college degree are more likely to find a better job. Furthermore, with college education, this could lead to a higher future in career paths and offer higher incomes. It is not an easy choice to make, and it is not an easy path to take. With the effects of rising college tuitions and more students taking on more debt, it will be a challenge. And on top of it, with inflation increasing, it does not help. Why, might you ask, is the reason for tuition to go up in college and universities? A common root cause in rise tuition prices is due to the inability for colleges to get state funding. In addition, federal governments continue to increase the amount of financial aid it provides, which leads to a higher tuition cost. So who is to blame for rising college tuitions? Well, there really is no definite answer to this. The blame are the ones who set the tuition rates. However, the blame could also be placed on the government for not providing enough funding for higher education and for the students themselves, for not willing to pay more than their education. Here's my takeaway. I believe having a college education will open up more opportunities for you and leads to a better future career path. It is an important point. It's not an easy road to take, but it will be worth taking. The truth of the matter is that with a college education, you will be able to provide yourself with a better quality of life, and I am a firm believer in education. I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity to present this information, and I wish my classmates good fortune.